What do you feel are the barriers for internal audit in auditing culture?
The biggest barrier has got to be the tone at the top of the organisation. Does the board and does the audit committee want you to look at culture? And actually, even before they get to that decision, have they articulated what sort of culture they expect to see in the organisation? So just as with any audit, you've got to be able to audit against something. And therefore, the board and senior management need to define the culture that they wish to see. But having done that, then they need to know whether those values are actually being applied, whether behaviours throughout the organisation are in line with the culture that they set. And so if you don't get that buy-in and support from the board, then you're going to find it very difficult. And actually the board's got to go the next step, so having articulated culture, then the board needs to explicitly charge internal audit with the job of providing the assurance. And we would say it should really be written into the audit charter. It should be quite clear and explicit.
Tell me, what are some of the signs of a toxic culture that internal auditors might encounter when assessing culture?
Well, what you would potentially find is a closed culture, a culture that doesn't encourage and promote open speaking, the ability to raise a problem, raise an issue, report something that's gone wrong, because there would be a fear. So the risk, what the auditor needs to look out for would be signs of a blame culture or a fear culture, where people feel afraid to raise problems to their seniors. And if that's not happening, then there is a real problem with the organisation, because things are going to go wrong. Often we say, one of the signs of a good culture is to have a good policy for whistleblowing. And of course you should have a policy for whistleblowing. You should encourage whistleblowing. But actually, if it gets to the point of having to blow the whistle, it's probably a bit late. So a good culture would encourage people to raise issues before they become a problem. As one CAE in the UK said, we don't give our staff a whistle, we give them the whole orchestra.